Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Patti Smith. Patricia, Patti Smith is an American singer and songwriter. She first came into national attention in the band Scandal. She went on to record and perform on her own. Her distinctive voice and new wave image gained broad exposure through video recordings aired on cable music video channels such as MTV. Her debut album Never Enough was well received and generated a pair of top 40 hits. In the early 1990s she again reached the top 10 with the hit single, Sometimes Love Just Ain't Enough, a duet sung with Don Henley. She performed and co-wrote with James Ingram the song, Look What Love Has Done, for the 1994 motion picture, Junior. The work earned her a Grammy Award nomination for Best Song Written for Visual Media, as well as an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Song. Smyth married tennis star John McEnroe in 1997. With Scandal. After growing up in the Brooklyn neighborhood Gerritsen Beach, Smyth joined Scandal as vocalist in 1981. The band released a self-titled debut album the next year, featuring the song, Goodbye to You. It went on to become Columbia Records' biggest-selling EP. In 1984, they put out their follow-up, The Warrior. Buoyed by MTV Airplay, the album peaked at number 17 on the charts. And the first song off the release, also titled The Warrior, was a top 10 smash. However, despite their success, internal strife within the group led to their breakup shortly afterwards. Solo career. Following the end of Scandal, Smyth was asked by friend Eddie Van Halen to join the band Van Halen to replace David Lee Roth as lead singer. However, she declined the offer because she was 8 months pregnant and it was just not the right time for me, she says now. I was a New Yorker, I didn't want to live in LA, and those guys were drunk and fighting all the time. She guest appeared on the Hooters' 1985 album Nervous Night on the song Where Do the Children Go? As an accompanying vocalist. Smyth released her first solo album, Never Enough, in 1987. It contained her version of the Tom Waits song, Downtown Train, which Rod Stewart would make a hit 3 years later, and the title track, Never Enough, which was co-written with members of the Hooters, and based on a song of the same title that Hooters members Eric Bazilian and Rob Hyman had written for their earlier band, Baby Grand. She put out another solo effort in 1992, the self-titled Patti Smith. Off of that effort, she secured a hit record via a duet with Don Henley of the Eagles, titled, Sometimes Love Just Ain't Enough. This peaked at number 2 in the Billboard Hot 100, and was certified gold for sales of 500,000. The album, also certified gold, featured an additional US top 40 hit with No Mistakes, and also spawned the minor hit, I Should Be Laughing. Smyth had previously recorded with Henley as a backing singer on several songs on his albums Building the Perfect Beast and The End of the Innocents. Smyth subsequently co-wrote the 1994 song, Look What Love Has Done, nominated for a Grammy and an Academy Award after its inclusion in the soundtrack to the feature film Junior. Further soundtrack commissions resulted in her writing and composing the theme tune, Wish I Were You, to the 1998 feature film Armageddon. In 2015, to promote the release of her Christmas album called Come On December, she crowdfunded a campaign to support the Headstrong project, with all the money raised on the pre-orders of her album going to the non-profit. The album featured the single, Broken, and the music video for the single was released just before Veterans Day, and was filmed on the grounds of a Veterans of Foreign Wars chapter. The album was released on November 20, 2015. Reunion with Scandal. In 2004, VH1 recruited Smyth and the surviving members of Scandal for a Bands Reunited episode, resulting in a small reunion tour of concerts on the United States East Coast in 2005. The next year, Columbia Legacy released a new Scandal compilation CD as part of the We're the 80s series. The compilation contained 3 unreleased tracks from the 1982 recording sessions as well as All My Life, previously available on the flip side of Goodbye to You. In July 2008, Billboard reported the upcoming release of new music by the band. They debuted their first single as a band in over 24 years on January 17, 2009 in Ridgefield, Connecticut. Personal life. Smyth has a daughter, Ruby, with her first husband Richard Tell. She met John McEnroe in 1993. Their daughter Anna was born in 1995, and the couple married in 1997. They have since had another daughter, Ava. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.